Oh, come on, really? So I'm to be graded on my argument. But whose word from Byzantium to listen to? Who tells the truth? What would you say, inscrutable one? What would I, if I walked in your shoes? Take me back. Make me you. Show me. What does a girl do? Conjure with me the Constantinople only you could know. Let me in, unlikely Empress, on your real, secret history.
How much do you know?
Me?
About yourself?
Myself,
How do you presume knowing me? You want to know.
What?
That's my question.
Who? Where are you?
Here, as you look. There, as you are. Now, as we find ourselves.
Some help.
Instruct me, like the rest. From your imagination. Dare you?
How? Oh, you'll do.
Will I? Your call. As you did. Makes us.
Us?
The intersect. Flashpoint. Picture this. Men reclining on banquettes. Exquisite, nubile delicata held between their thighs. Harmony of all feminine adornment and art, arrayed where they can be easily fondled throughout a sumptuous feast. Climax of the voluptuous entertainment begins.
A performance.
Intake of breath, waves of lust. Who's that girl? We know her. Yeah, this one was the stooge with her sister who sang. The acrobat, the mime, mostly naked. Yeah, you remember when the mother trotted them all out, her little daughters. Nearly got him trampled by chariots. Father'd been mauled by one of his own bears. Girls worked there for years. Could have them under the arena after a show. We probably did. They practically gave it away. Ha! Looks like she's on her way up in the world.
They laugh at you.
They do. Used to that.
Bastards.
Just men.
How'd it hurt, though? Make you angry?
And one night I'm talk of the town. All over Constantinople.
How'd you manage that?
You don't want to know.
I do.
Don't believe all you've heard or read.
Some call you a saint.
I did become queen of the world. Not too shabby for the daughter of a bear keeper.
But you were 4 years old. A baby, pushed out there in front of thousands.
To seduce their voracious appetite for vulnerability and fear. I grew up fast in that arena. Learned quickly how to let them satisfy their fantasies.
Must have felt pretty crummy for a little kid.
If you've got it.
Why don't I believe you?
Desired. Coveted. Powerful.
Not exploited. Objectified. Abused. You must have repressed all that because you were traumatized.
You want to understand Byzantium. Don't try to judge it through the lens of your times. The universe is more complex. Get used to it. You want to learn to dance? Sometimes you've got to dance in the mud.
Is it true what they said that you did in that act? Playing at Leda?
With her swan,
You used geese.
they said.
Let them pluck at barley grains?
Ooh, sprinkled on my lady bits.
Really?
Can you imagine? Depravity.
Must have been quite a show.
Made them laugh. Made them talk.
made them come back.
Made them never forget. And they called me the untalented one.
Constantinople, 500 AD, year of your birth.
Give or take.
And squalor, no hope of more.
Weaned on the allure and arousal of dark canyons' dank scent.
Mother was an actress?
In a manner of speaking.
Or was she a whore?
Wasn't everyone's.
How does a girl born in a hovel
Light on such an ignominious ruse assembles her forces? Ingenious mischief. Call it a duel.
Who'd we feed to the wolves?
We were all experts in malice and betrayal.
Manipulation? Treachery?
Or natural wit, ambition, willingness to summon power. My artistry, implying every trick of the trade I cut my teeth on in the hippodrome. Pitiless or magnificent? Audacity, Theodora, substituting myself in Aphrodite's shell in the tableau.
One of those orgies you were famous for? You'd arrive with a bunch of hot guys, perform lewd acts with them all?
Somebody's been reading too much Procopius. What did I tell you? It's a banquet, hosted by mistress to the repulsive town treasurer, she dripping in jewels from that paunchy prefect who had extorted exorbitant taxes on our wages.
So you ruined her moment of glory?
Without blinking an eye. Merciless. Deposed that famosa from her throne. Not that I envied her position. I have myself. And I had the supreme gift, enticement of imagination, to match their lust.
You call it a gift?
I do. But don't call me humble.
Oh, never. For ours is no usual rags to riches tale. Tell me about the fear. Teenage hooker, walking that sinkhole of vice alone at night?
Please, we prefer courtesan or heteri.
Whatever. So, cut above your average working girl.
Ever alone. Degenerates of all kinds on the prowl. Beggars and whores ruled that underworld, made me accomplice.
There's some senator. You're his...
Concubine, not long.
He throws you out.
Pregnant, alone, on the run from my life, saved by withered nuns.
They took your unwanted baby. Not when you find religion?
Hardly. My refuge when so tiny, cold stone floors of the Church of the Holy Wisdom.
The Hagia Sophia.
I still rise early to pray, always known how, not something learned at the hands of monks.
But they do find you, destitute.
Not my word.
They want our conversion.
They school us in their belief that Christ, the incarnated Word, was wholly only one nature divine.
Not according to the First Nicene Council.
Who'd held that his nature was two, divine and human. Always been an avid learner. Paradise was always the goal.
They say great sinners make great saints.
Good actresses make convincing penitents. But days fasting in the desert do bring about enlightenment. Our mind was opened.
Company of holy men demands a new form of submission.
Not like to the eunuch who tortured our young body as a child gymnast.
Forced to become a contortionist.
Formed, flexible. Bones can learn compliance. Spirit wages a tougher battle.
Never wanted to rebel?
We always rebel. But we know how to wait. A woman knows how to wait.
Just as she knows how to bear cruelty.
We toughen to it. Look, what choice did I have? The brothels in the street of women or a convent? I chose the street. Never felt shame in the trade.
Some think you enjoyed it too much.
Dionysian ecstasy can also be sacred.
But how does that lead to a spiritual quest in the desert?
Prospects can be slight for reformed whores. It was a good place to hide. I'd made enemies. It was a good place to lay out a plan. My sole ally, my only friend, had written a letter to one high as the heavens above us. She'd pleasured him nights enough to trust that he'd remember. And guess who is to be the bearer of this letter to the nephew of the emperor?
Not only bear, I'm guessing.
You're getting good at this. I was to be the subject and the gift. He was only a man, after all.
And we are morsel enough.
He was captivated by my passion for debate, my ability to spar on subjects of metaphysics with as much wit and curiosity as the sensuality I enfolded in him. We fell in love, long and not so long ago. Erotic mysticism exchanging souls. Byzantium is here.
I sought to become all things to him, his poetry and his imagination. Tried not to fear it might not last.
Yes. Yet for you, Justinian has a law rewritten so that one in his position can marry an actress.
That's some feat we pull off.
Metamorphosis.
Hell of a rise. Lady of the night, raised up so high. This book has passages about you that are frankly pornographic.
No history book can know my truth. Certainly not that so-called scholar's, damn his soul to hell.
Harsh curse for a so-called saint.
According to him, my husband was an actual demon who paced the castle halls at night, headless, with his skull under his arm.
Right. And now our husband,
Justinian,
becomes emperor.
our most reverend partner granted us by God, he calls me. Cherished, not only as his beloved consort, but as his loyal opponent.
And still, he makes us his partner, his wife.
His equal, his rock. And we are equal to the challenge. We rule as one.
But on the deepest mysteries of faith, we disagree.
We've a mind of our own.
And now we're empress. What to do with this imperial power?
Reform laws to protect women's rights. Best not to forget the muck we came from. Those girls who cannot help themselves, get them out of the hands of whoremongers and pimps. We buy them back, house them safely in a convent.
But they don't thank you. They leap from convent walls.
Says who? Do I have to say it again? Don't
Trust everything you read. It is true that the Nika riots torched Constantinople to flames.
The mob demanded my life. Life of the Empress. My noble husband entered the stadium, vowing amnesty for all if they would cease their mad revolt. His plea rouses only their fury. And now he longs for escape, calls for a boat, intending to run.
The Emperor of the Romans runs from his own subjects?
No, he never needed me more. To stay that course and discourage flight. We may not escape our deaths, but it disgraces our anointing to become exiles.
The riots continue.
Abominations. Mad frenzy. Inconceivable grotesquerie. 30,000 massacred. The hippodrome was full of blood. We were sick at the sight of the slaughter. We condemned to death the would-be usurpers of our power. We rebuilt the ruined city, We prayed, and we got on with the job.
17 years more. We ruled with him.
Inclined though he was so much more by that time to his theology books.
So, state decisions, great decisions, often fall to the queen of the world. I'm not sure I would have died for the throne.
Then we've evolved. I should have perhaps made a more thorough confession on my deathbed. But be glad and beware. Everything and everyone is in you.